Hello, good day. You're welcome to another edition of our online class. And like I always say, if you're an electric fence enthusiast, an installer, or one who wants to know about electric fence and you're not following me, you'll be left behind. Today, I want to talk about the topic that has to do with irregular fences. Irregular fences. Now, when we say irregular fences, a particular subscriber actually reached out to me and he was asking a question. He said, let's assume we have fences that are not straight. How do you connect these fences? I want us to understand this. I'll be seeing the tricks, how this can be sorted. And okay, we have a very good platform, but where we can explain this. Let's assume this is a topography of the area. Okay, I'll get here. Maybe there's a step down here. All right. Then to get here, the fence did drop again here. Okay. Areas like this, stuff like this, fence like you see them in areas like get to the FCT, get to Abeokuta, rocky areas most times, where you have those kind of topography like this. You see the fences, they are not straight. And he's asking the question, how do you connect this if the lines, the fences are not regular? So this is what we need to do. Okay. Let's assume we have a bracket here. Let's draw our lines. Because I just want to make sure this part don't eat most of our time, so I decide to fast forward this area. All I'm just doing here is just trying to draw the brackets and the lines, what it looks like. So before we actually discuss how we run through the lines, so this is just a process I felt is important. We just fast forward it just to save our own time, and you don't spend much time sitting and waiting for other things to be done. All right, we're almost done here. Okay, before we get back to the full video. Okay, that's fine. Here, let's have our energizer at the extreme here. Okay, let's see, the energizer is here. We have a live terminal here and the earth terminal here. So we can take this let's say this is a live out. This was a live return. Okay. These are earth out, earth return, sorry. Earth return. These are earth out. All right. Now this comes, let's say it comes pre-looped. Okay. Now you're thinking of how you connect these irregular fences, because they are not on the same height. This is look at this is almost touching the second bobbin here, almost the height of the second bobbin. This one almost the height of the first bobbin, you know. So it is irregular. So how do you treat stuff like this? Number one, we treat each of these fences as a different entity. Let me assume, let me show you before I go further, there are some fences, if they want to connect this, you can see them, they just come, they can draw this one, You can just draw this to this. Let's say this one to this to this, and this to this. Now, if you see something like this, no. It is a no. It is a no for me. Anything like this, I totally condemn it. Now, you might think some will say, but somebody can come, they pass it. They can't pass here. As far as your bracket is at the extreme, nothing like that. So please, if you are in that school of thought that will always want to go through this place like this, I don't support it. I don't, this doesn't work. If you want me to explain this why it doesn't work, you can ask that question in the comment section. Then we'll talk about it if we discuss that. But for today, we want to talk about how we can sort this out. Irregular fence, electric fences. Okay. Let me put them back, the lines back. Okay. All right. So, how do we sort scenarios like this? Fences that are irregular. Now, one thing that should come to the back of your mind is the use of HT cable. Please always ensure you have HT cable. HT cable, they are insulated cables. They are most of them, they are double insulated cable. They are twice. So that is there to take powers from which can come from maybe point A to point B, passing through some areas where maybe you are afraid if they touch, they can maybe cause harm. But because they are insulated, if they touch this bracket and they touch this fence here, these are walls. These are fence. It doesn't, there's no connection, there's no contact because it's insulated. So if you're using HT cable, just know you must use HT cable in scenarios like this. Now let's see how we connect this. Let me assume we are taking power from the live out. Watch this, how I treat this so that you understand this idea and just use same. Now, this is the live out, this part is live out. So means I can take my cable here and feed this. Maybe I get here. If I want to do it as a pro, I can just get the HT cable, connect here straight. I know what I'll do, connect this here, but I won't do that. I want to make it easy for us. So what we'll do here, I'll treat each of them as an entity, a panel of its own, an entity, every one of them. So what I'll do here is to come here. From line 1, I take it to 3. All right. Then we come here. Let's say this is moving this direction. Just follow me. We get here. We need to from here look this very close to the bobby at the extreme. Or if you want to come this way is allowed. So I came down. All right. Then this one gets here. We now need to go to the last live. So I'll take this one to the return. If you're gonna ask question, how about this other one? I didn't touch here. This is the trick. Immediately you're done with this. Now, this loop that you have here, come here, remove this loop, take it out. Take this loop away. Only this part. Take this away. Now, I will allow this guy. Using the HT cable, the insulated cable, it can go around through the side of this. The insulated cable can come all the way from here. Take it when you get here. Marry this to this. So it means the insulation in this is, let me label it as the HT cable. The HT cable will go from this live 1 to this one live 1 here. So just link them up. It's insulated, so you can even use your cable belt to tie or along with the bracket, so there's no impact, no cause for alarm. So it means this flow goes all the way here, comes here, then this one gets here. We'll go to number 3. This gets here, it gets from here. We go to number 4. This gets here, it goes to number 6. You are looping it, and this one moves all the way and gets here. Now, you know we've opened this terminal here, so I'll take this one from here with the same HT cable. If it's going to touch, if it's not going to touch, if there is a way, you can just hit it without having to any contact with either the fence, the bracket, or anything. But it's just here. If the direct wire with the aluminum wire can link directly, fine. But if it's going to touch anything like maybe the fence, the bracket, those parts, please use the HT cable here also. Link this to this. I've not touched the earth. We'll deal with that, please, in case I forget. So now, I'll be able to sort 1 and 2. The same principle here that I've done here is to come to this part. This part of loop here, remove the loop here, open it up. Open it up again. Okay? Now, means this is flowing this way. Then I take this one with the same HT cable to this. HT cable. Sorry. HT cable this. Take this one to the top. Gets here, moves all the way here. When this gets here, take it to the next live. Moves all the way. It gets here, moves to the next live. Gets here. Let this one move to the last live. It gets here. Now, if this line can connect with this one without touching the fence, without touching this bracket, without having contact with any other thing, you have that space, then you can use the aluminum wire. But if it is going to touch any of these things, then you can use and bring in the HT cable here, link from here to this. So that's for the live, the system is complete. So what is left now is the earth. I can decide to use the single earth system or the double earth system. So for the single earth system, let's use the double earth. What I'll do is to take the looping that comes pre-loop from the energizer, take it out, take the cable from here. This is out, right? To the earth out. This gets here. You can also use your HT cable from here to this. HT cable from here to this so that it doesn't melt. So even if you put the wires together, it's safe because they are insulated. Now this comes all the way here, gets here. With the same HT cable, take this one from here to this, marry this, gets here. Now it's a matter of looping this to the other earth, and it's returning. It gets here. Take this one with the same HT cable through the side there, marry this, and let this go all the way, continue. It gets here again. This HT cable marries this one to this, and this goes back to the energizer. So this is how this connection ought to be when you have irregular fences and you want to connect to your energizer. I hope this is clear enough and simplified as possible as I can. But we'll meet again in the next question, in our next class. But if you have questions regarding this or why I asked you shouldn't draw that way, you have that question, You can drop it on the comment section, and our next class we'll talk about that. Till we meet again, do have a lovely week. Bye for now. The Food Tech Tea.
I'm the red guy, call me Slim Shady.